Without further ado, bear down.
Bear down. So I'm sorry. There's one constant. It's nag.
It was almost 4th and 21 at one point. Think about this shit. Like, not fucking rocket science. It's Nick Foles looked like he was standing on top of a broom. At least we have a fucking kicker.
We finally have a kicker. It's like 3rd and 4, and he's throwing 3 yards on an out route. I'm fucking done.
How the fuck does a college quarterback just throw it away within a second of knowing I don't have shit?
Yeah,
and Foles is like,
for how
I'm gonna fold.
He's
I
a
mean,
fucking
this
launcher.
You're not.
He's literally a launcher. He just fucking folds. Immediately
folds.
That shot. Bear down.
Hey guys, welcome back to 4th and 21, a Chicago Bears talk show by Bears fans for Bears fans. I'm Arturo. This is Alex. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and comment on our video. It's been a minute. Obviously, the Bears didn't make it past first round. Season is over for us. It's over for the Packers too, though. Cheers to that.
As we can definitely fucking cheers to that.
Bear down.
Are we taking a shot though?
That was just for the Packers loss.
That was just for the Packers loss. God, that was a fucking. I didn't care how it happened. I just wanted the Packers to lose. I could not imagine sitting and having to watch a Super Bowl with Green Bay in it again. I can't even enjoy it. The whole time I'm just thinking, like, please fucking lose. So, to that, bear down. Whew. That definitely fucking tastes German. Perfect. So today we're here to talk about obviously Deshaun Watson today. It just came out about him that he officially requested a trade from the Houston Texans. And we're here to talk about the 5 most likely destinations for him and why we actually think that the Bears are the best destination for him. I'm gonna start out with Denver.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's saying that's number 5. They've got assets. They've got the number 9 pick. In 21, if interested, they could, ship Drew Lock and a pick to which they could decide what to do with that. Von Miller could go as well. And
I don't know if anyone's going to want Von Miller right now with all the allegations going on with him.
Well, exactly. That's why they kind of fell off the past week when they could have been, I think, top 3. But also just Denver, for him as a destination, that organization is not. If you're disappointed with the Texans and how they've done shit, I don't think
you want to go say hi to Elway and see how
see how he runs shit, which hasn't changed, just like a lot of teams around the league.
But give me answer this question for me. Why would Houston want Drew Lock?
No, well, I wouldn't. You go from Deshaun Watson to someone that's poor man's Andrew Luck.
Yeah,
and
very poor man's Andrew Luck. He's fucking a poor man's Aaron Donald. Like, he's just not good.
He's
not Aaron Donald. Sorry, Jesus Christ.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
I was like,
okay. Yeah, Sam Darnold. He's just not that good. That is not an asset that they're going to even want. No. And I also believe that Houston wants to keep Deshaun out of the AFC.
Yeah,
if they can. I think they absolutely
having to play him.
Yeah,
it's like he wants out too. So it's not like they're just like, oh, we're done with Deshaun Watson. It's more like Deshaun Watson is just fucking over it, and with good reason. And not like one game could matter a lot. He would fuck them up playing them.
Yeah, which is like another thing. Like, a lot of people brought up the Colts because they have the money, they have the draft picks, and they have a ready-to-go playoff team.
Yeah,
but they're in their division, so they're absolutely not going to trade to them, no matter how much more they offer than anybody else.
Why the Colts would love it, because he it's his fuck face that I hate.
Phillip Rivers
retiring, so it's like, okay, Deshaun could fit in here perfectly.
He would honestly, he would succeed, he would succeed there 100%. The one thing that actually saves the Bears and keeps them like having a chance is the fact that they're not going to trade to the Colts because they're in their division. They don't want to see him twice a year for the next fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
They do not want to see that. So he has no chance of going to the Colts. I don't see why he would want to go to the Broncos. Maybe they're an option for the Texans, but I don't feel like Deshaun would want to go.
No. And that's why they're number 5.
Because they're a dysfunctional team just like Houston is, and he wants to get out of Houston. So what's the point of going from one dysfunctional team to another?
Well, not just a team, but just organization.
Yeah,
and obviously he wants out because of that. So that's like if Trubisky was fed up and he was producing and he wanted out of Chicago because of the way things were going, he wouldn't want to go to Denver either. He'd be like, fuck that. I want to go to a Andy Reid team or a Shanahan team that knows how to fucking conduct themselves.
Well,
use me to my strength.
And like I love Vic Fangio, but he is a defensive
minded.
Well, he was a defensive coordinator, so he's a defensive minded head coach.
Yeah,
I think Deshaun wants to go to an offensive minded
ready to
head
play
coach,
like because he's a quick player. Like the Texans ran off of Deshaun's fucking
ability,
activeness, and fucking like play fast, keep playing, and
yeah.
I mean, we'll get to the Bears later, but yeah, that's why I don't think
Denver
options,
makes,
but not enough to make Deshaun want to go there.
Yeah,
Texans would love it, maybe
depending on what they could get, but that's the thing.
Denver would love it.
Drew Lock is not a bargaining piece. If anything, I'd be like, fucking keep Drew Lock and give me something else in return because I don't want Drew Lock. Why do I want Drew Lock?
Miller with your best.
If anything,
best asset right now is Tim Patrick.
If anything, Chubb
or Nick. Yeah,
not Nick Chubb. Bradley Chubb?
Brandon?
No, Bradley, right? Chubb, whatever, the defensive player. He would probably be one of the best options to give them. But like Drew Lock they're not going to want Drew Lock. If they get the number 9 pick from them, they're just going to use that for a quarterback, and that'll be their starter. There's no point in getting Drew Lock. It's not like he's a vet for the fucking new draft pick to fucking learn under. All right, moving on. Panthers. They are NFC.
Yeah, and that's a quarterback you would take if you got Bridgewater out of it. You still have we still have the number 8 pick. You got someone that you could have develop over the course of 2-3 years and still have a chance of having,
if you pick them in the top 10,
winning record.
If you pick a quarterback in the top 10, which you'll probably do in that instance, you're going to have that player start 2 years from now. Yeah. Give Teddy 1 year. I don't know. I guess Teddy doesn't
if
really
they're willing to package McCaffrey,
choice.
That would sway them. It's not going to happen, but it's just assets.
Well, okay. See,
depends
the thing
on
is there anything?
How crazy they're willing to go.
Yeah, that a team wouldn't give up for Deshaun.
Exactly. You got McCaffrey, but who do you have running your offense?
Because he's 25 years old. You'll have him for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Your quarterback is set for the next 10 years. You do not have to worry about that position for the next 10 years. I would probably give up McCaffrey for that. Because McCaffrey's good for another 3?
And like you said, I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it will either. But the thing is, how far are they willing to part ways with Bridgewater is a no-brainer.
Yeah. Because
McCaffrey,
if you're getting Deshaun, there's no
it's like that's one of the best running backs we've seen in I think with the size
do they
and
have the
everything
cap
in a
space?
while.
Do the Panthers
well, that's
have
the thing
cap
too
space?
is they would take a hit, which is why I'm saying how.
So I'm pretty sure if they traded Teddy, they would take a hit to their cap too, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. They'd literally be they'd be having to throw away so much shit to bank on a quarterback that they're going to have for.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's a solid bet. Like this is not like like Trevor Lawrence. We're hoping he's going to be great. Deshaun Watson's already fucking
that way.
Great.
You're just hoping for.
And he's 25 years old.
Out of the norm things. Like, I don't want to say, like injury, illness, some crazy event that happens.
Yeah.
But skill-wise,
there's
he's
no
only
doubt
going
that
to
he's
be
a top
getting
5
better.
quarterback in the league.
He's only going to be getting better for the next 4 or 5 years, and then he's just going to be able to produce for his last 5-6 years in the league.
He's top 5 already, and he's only 25 years old.
He's willing to give up.
He's probably not that much further behind Aaron Rodgers, and he's only been in the league 3 years.
Yeah.
or 4, I guess.
This was
This would be his 4th year because he came in when Trubisky came in.
But
When Trubisky
25
played
years
4
old.
years. But yeah, 25 years old. He's still young.
He's
still
young.
fucking young.
He's smart. If he starts doing what Brady's doing with training and health-wise,
yeah.
Brady's
And
kind
he's
of
just a
changing
way
that for
more
younger
athletic.
quarterbacks. It's like, yo, take care of your fucking body.
Yeah.
With the money you have, don't blow it on dumb shit.
100%. But yeah, so Panthers.
At least 10 years.
Panthers, I think they actually have
a shot.
A decent shot, but my question is, is that where Deshaun wants to go? Does he want to go to Carolina? I don't think that he does.
Could do it
because it's all about, do those teams have something to offer? Does he want to go there?
And legacy though, can he do what Cam couldn't?
Oh, see, I mean, Cam already got a Super Bowl.
He did. He got one, but then it just fell apart, and then he ended up going to the Patriots.
Wait, no, Cam lost his Super Bowl.
He lost, but he went.
But he went
to the playoffs. He gave him winning seasons.
Yeah, but like, who's still there from that Super Bowl squad? Even nobody.
Well, no one. That's why it's like they would have to be.
They do have good weapons.
They'd have to give
offense.
up everything to get him, and then it would fall solely on, okay, can you produce? Was it worth it?
I mean, yeah, and think about the weapons that they have on that team.
I wouldn't go to Carolina. The amount of pressure and also the
I don't think he really cares about
lack of tools, though.
No, there are good tools on that team. I disagree with that. I mean,
not
it depends.
Not on Carolina. Not getting to Carolina. His lack of tools he's had on the Texans going for like the past 3 years after getting drafted. What was it, number 8? That he was drafted later, 7.
He was he was before that. He was a top 10 pick.
I'm pretty sure it was like number 8 or 7. But either way, like having a lack of tools when you've had them, like the Texans weren't a New York Jets team of the past 10 years that just kind of there was no one to look to. But the organization fucking was failing from the beginning. All he's had is 1 or 2 guys that can't produce, but that I feel like he believed in and was like, all right, we can get there.
Well,
going to Carolina right now, I think they'd have to give up McCaffrey.
I feel like they would.
And
have
then
to
it's
as
like,
well.
Okay, well, you've got receivers.
You got Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore.
But I mean, I don't think he cares about the pressure, but I think it would.
I just don't see him wanting to go to Carolina. I don't know. I just don't.
It'd be a trade-off. I just don't
see him.
All it would be is.
I think they have a good
good
things to give.
But all it would be is a new start. It wouldn't.
They have a lot of assets that the Texans would want. I just don't know if it's something that Deshaun would want. But it is NFC. That helps.
It helps Houston
with Houston,
being able to give them up.
All right, you ready to move on?
Yeah, so 49ers.
This one, I have to say, scares me more than any other trade destination. There's one thing that I have focused on in maybe thinking that he might not want to go there. Other than that, it's a perfect destination. It's NFC. They have shit to give up. They have the cap room for it. They have a great head coach. They have a defense that was injured this year that will get, back to normal next year. They did lose their defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, but
hey, props to him too.
Yeah, props to him. I'm glad he got a head coaching job. He deserves it. He's a beast. And he's got weapons there. George Kittle, bunch of running backs. Ayuk is not even
Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, exactly. Deebo Samuel. They have a lot of fucking
and I don't know if they'd be interested in it, but Garoppolo's an asset.
No, he's not. Oh, do you mean for Houston, trade to Houston? Honestly, so if I'm Houston, I wouldn't mind that because it's like, okay, you take the number 12 pick from them, you get a quarterback. He sits behind Jimmy Garoppolo for a year, learns some shit, and then he's ready to start probably the year after.
It's not the perfect, but
it's kind of like Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes situation.
It's not perfect, but it's a rebuild that you don't have to fucking tear down everything.
They might ask for Brandon Ayuk though, because they're looking for young fucking players to start. If they're gonna get rid of Deshaun Watson, they're just trying to get in a young team to build it up.
But if it's Ayuk, Samu, fucking Kittle, and
now, can you think of any reason he wouldn't want to go there?
49ers?
Yeah, like why that wouldn't be a good trade destination. How many completions did Garoppolo have against the Packers in the NFC Championship last year? How many attempts did he have in an entire game? Didn't he have less than 10?
So it's kind of set up for failure.
It's not that he's set up for failure. It's that he doesn't fit. Like, is he going to be okay if in a game he gets 10 passing attempts? Because that's what Shanahan does.
That's what we did when we played them.
He runs the fucking ball.
We were all over him. Deshaun. When we played him this year.
We were all over him how?
Fucking like our rush was actually good.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about.
You're saying complete. Yeah, if he only does that, but I'm just saying I think he would get flustered as fuck because I'm not saying he deals bad. He deals poorly under pressure.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying the fact that against the Packers, they only threw the ball 10 fucking times in an entire game. Is Deshaun Watson really going to sit there and just hand the ball off all fucking game and be okay with that? He wants to be in a high-flying passing offense. And Shanahan runs a really run-heavy offense. Does he really want to be in a super run-heavy offense? Like Lamar Jackson? Like where you just hand it off like 3/4 of the fucking game? Is Deshaun going to want to do that? I don't see why Deshaun would want to do that. The 49ers make all the sense in the world to me as to why Deshaun would want to go there and how they could make a deal with Houston. But why would he want to be on a team that runs the ball so fucking much? He is not going to want to sit there and just fucking hand the ball off.
You don't think Shanahan would switch it?
That's not what he does, though.
I'm just saying you don't think he would if
No, I don't think that he would.
He made moves to get a quarterback like Deshaun.
No. Unlike Nagy, his system actually fucking works. You don't need to change something that isn't broken. He's just looking for a quarterback that can better do what Jimmy can't.
Couldn't.
Because Jimmy Garoppolo is extremely fucking average. So I think he just wants to get somebody better in that situation, but he's not going to have a high-flying offense. He's not going to have an Andy Reid offense. That's not going to happen. That's just Andy Reid's not going to have if he gets a great running back, just sit there and fucking run the ball all game. That's not what's going to that's just not who they are. So to me, Deshaun should not want to go there for that simple fucking reason. I don't think he just wants to sit there and fucking hand the ball off all game.
No, I don't think he has a problem with doing. Bears aren't really a good example. I mean, they were at the end after Laser took over, but I don't think he has a problem with play action at all, obviously.
No,
but
not at all.
If he only has one option over and over and he becomes a predictable quarterback that it's not even like Breeze is old and he can't throw. It's just like you don't get the option to fucking
with Shanahan's
throw.
offense, they're not predictable because they can run the ball 10 times on a drive and you have no idea where it's going.
But predictable in the sense that it's like with Breeze, it's like he's either going to throw a short slant or they're going to run it.
It was super predictable.
Taysom Hill's going to come in and he's going to to run it. And
exactly. It was
if you don't know that by now, it's fucking.
And somehow they just continued to fucking see the similarities between them. And they're like, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to get really fucking good at doing it. And you just have to fucking stop it.
Practice.
How are you going to stop something that we've perfected? It's like, and remember the Titans. How many plays do they run? 5. But they perfected them. And he's like, it doesn't matter. It's just like Novocaine, right? Give it some time. It'll work. And as soon as they started fucking getting that shit, it didn't matter that they only had 5 fucking plays.
It makes sense.
As long as you fucking get perfect at those plays and you know all of your assignments and you know everything, like all of that shit, then it'll work.
It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense for him to go there.
All right, you ready for a shot? Then we'll talk about some Dolphins.
And Dolphins and the next team are interchangeable in my opinion.
I mean, I have completely different things to talk about both, but all right, bear down, take a shot with us. Don't be a bitch or a pussy.
Or be a bitch, but take it anyway.
Yeah, I don't care. Just fucking take a shot. Oh, good stuff. All right, Dolphins.
Glad it's not that banana shit. Ooh. You can start off this one if you want.
So,
Do you have different things to say about
Dolphins? I think could be in the running because they have good draft picks.
Yeah.
They also have a quarterback to trade that Houston would want.
Yeah.
Why would Houston not want Tua? But the question is, are they going to move on from him so
this
fucking quickly?
Yeah.
Are they willing to trade him and a bunch of draft picks?
How badly do you want Deshaun, and how badly do you believe that Deshaun is the next
quarterback
for your team?
Well, that's the thing. Every team should believe that he's the next fucking quarterback. Tua is still up in the air.
But Deshaun is solidified.
At the same time, out of all the teams that we've talked about, that's the quarterback I would want the most if I'm Houston.
Oh, I mean, fuck, over Drew and Bridgewater and Garoppolo?
Yeah. Obviously, you want a young talent, but then the other thing is the draft picks that Miami gives up, do they go after quarterbacks or do they go after
other spots to build around?
Houston? I mean, obviously, they're not going to mind getting to a young quarterback and then a bunch of great draft picks for this year and in the future. But, I mean, Miami makes a lot of sense. The one reason I could see Houston not wanting to do it, AFC.
Yeah. Trying to get him away from you.
I think they want to get him as far away as possible. Possible. And that would be the NFC.
Possible.
So, also, like, Miami was a good team this year. They went 10-6. I mean, but they also have no idea what they're fucking doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and that was with some dysfunctionality with who's gonna play.
It went from like Fitzpatrick to fucking Tua like 4 times.
They did what we would have fucking dragged Nagy across the street for doing if he
100%.
No, Foles back in. Oh no.
I don't know how they got away with that and had such a good fucking record. Like it's very confusing. They have a good defense. They have some weapons on offense. I wouldn't say that they have like a great offense. They probably have similar weapons to what
their
Houston
defense
had this year.
Did they or did they not play well?
Dude, Miami could definitely
start to finish.
Yeah.
Our defense slumped.
Yes.
The last 6. So, I mean, we didn't change back and forth, but I feel like Nagy and Pace wouldn't be under so much hot water if our defense had showed up and we would have won 3 more games this season and not had to get literally a welcome invitation to the playoffs like we did.
Playoffs are playoffs, but yeah.
But yeah, no, their offense wasn't anything spectacular. Their defense was good, and they stayed consistent with.
And 10-6, and you put fucking put Deshaun in there instead of Tua or Fitzmagic. Yeah, they're easily a 12-4 team.
I love Ryan.
I love him too. He's very up and down, but I love him. I think he's a great quarterback, and especially for Tua to learn from, I think that was like the perfect guy to have there.
Yeah.
I would have much rather have him this year instead of Foles. Him and Trubisky, I think, would have actually been an all right duo.
Yeah.
I think we would have taken at least 1 or 2 more wins away from that.
And of course, Foles is the only
quarterback that we have still on our roster. Yeah, it's fun.
We'll get to that, but
Miami, I think, does have a good shot.
They do.
But again, AFC, and they don't have a ton of weapons on offense.
No.
For fuck's sake, they were running Ryan Howard this year. Shit.
For fuck's sakes.
He's fucked up at this point, dude. When the Bears traded him, everybody lost their fucking mind. Ryan Howard's fucking dope.
Is he?
Is it Ryan? Yeah, Ryan Howard, right? So many fucking Howards.
Yeah, you got Jordan.
Dwight. No, Ryan Howard's the fucking baseball player, isn't he? Jordan Howard. Yeah, it's Jordan Howard.
I don't know if a
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know of a baseball.
Yeah, he's on like the fucking Phillies.
I don't know.
All right, but yeah,
Jordan.
Jordan Howard. For fuck's sake, I apologize. There's too many fucking Howards. They're running Jordan Howard this year. When we fucking got rid of him, everyone was like so fucking pissed. They went from Philly to
You got
Miami,
rid of our
and guess
best
what? He's not doing
player.
shit.
Fuck.
But
But that's just like the Bears too, to get rid of a player and then he does well.
No, he didn't do well.
Well in the public's eye. It's like, oh yeah, he's a good player. It's like,
People
no,
were just fucking
he
pissed
just-
because we got fucking what's his name and used him.
Tariq Montgomery.
No, yeah, Montgomery. Tariq was already on the team, and we got Montgomery to replace him, and he did shit last year, and everyone was like, we should have fucking kept Jordan Howard. And it's like, no. Our O-line is the reason that fucking Montgomery isn't good. This year,
And Montgomery was good as soon as they stepped it up.
even last
Just
year,
a little bit.
even last year, he had what?
Bit.
One less broken tackle than fucking Derrick Henry?
I mean,
That
yeah.
was last year.
Yeah.
And everyone was like,
And that was
fans
at the-
was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, at the beginning of the year.
But
His stats were good, and what did he do? Needed a little fucking help from his friends.
Yeah.
That's it.
that's it. And then he
And the
fucking
dude's a fucking tank.
he is. I fucking love him.
Breaks tackles.
And when he looked like he broke his knee against the fucking Packers, and then he just goes out for like a few plays, comes back in, looks like nothing.
I thought it
happened.
was like watching
I thought it was season ending.
Derrick Rose
It
falling.
looked season ending, dude.
And
I was
then-
like, this is fucked.
Yeah, and then he just comes trucking back. It's like a hockey player just getting fucking cut in the face, gets stitches on the bench, comes back, and he's like, nah, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Some Klay Thompson
All right.
shit.
Jets.
I mean, picks, number 2.
So this is
23.
what the number one. This is what
Darnold.
everyone thinks is going to happen.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay, so a report came out that his number one team was the Jets.
Well, now's yeah. I was about
But
to say his most favorable destination.
But the reporter that came out with that does not have a lot of credibility throughout his
Well, no, it's fluff. He's
he's a very big
looking
fluff
for
reporter,
views
and
reads and-
he's almost like a clickbaity fucking reporter.
oh, he's a definition.
But for some reason, the nation has taken this and been like, "Oh, this is fact," and it's like, why are we not looking at this? This guy doesn't actually have a lot of like connections within the NFL where he would know what Deshaun is thinking and talk to somebody. Like he constantly puts out this inflammatory, like clickbaity fucking bullshit.
Yeah, he's no like Waj in the NBA where like if he
Woj?
says, I call him Waj.
Oh, fuck you. That's not his fucking name.
It's fucking Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
But you hear something come out of his mouth, you're like,
Yes,
that's
fucking
fucking fact.
Yeah,
I
it's
am not
fact.
going to even have to
It's-
research this. I think it's just so much fucking buzz around it.
Rappaport.
Everybody's just Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
Everybody's just dying to hear where's he going? Where's he going? You see an article, you don't give a fuck. Most people don't give a fuck where it comes from. They're just like, oh, the New York Jets is where he wants to go. So let's look at the New York Jets. I mean, they got Darnold. They've got the 2nd and 23rd pick.
Yeah. Okay.
He could propel the Jets to something
Why would he want to go to the Jets?
that's why
Location-wise, New York
I
makes
mean,
sense. Okay, New York makes sense. But why would you want to go to a 2-14 team that their best attribution is their assets, and that they're gonna have to give up to get Deshaun Watson? So then Deshaun Watson's gonna go there. They're not gonna fucking have draft picks.
no.
How are they gonna fucking build a team around him then?
And who's their
And also, why the fuck would anybody want Sam Darnold at this point?
who's their fucking wide receiver?
Jameson Crowder, or the guy that was hurt all year?
Yeah.
The rookie. I can't think of his name on the top of my head, but
Well, my point is he'd have to be banking on.
Yeah, but they don't even have good running backs. They don't have.
He'd have to be
Good
banking on
blockers.
one thing: team getting to 100% health the next year, and them adding some people. They get Deshaun. They're getting Deshaun. That's like you get either, PlayStation 5 for Christmas, or you get a whole bunch of presents. They're gonna get Deshaun Watson, and that's it.
Yeah.
Or they're not getting anything else if they get him.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I
It
want
just doesn't. Make
to
sense
read
as
more
me
into
why
like
he would fucking go there, because they're if you want to a win now fucking situation, because you don't want to be in Houston because you want to win now. You don't want your career to be wasted.
Yeah, you don't want to
Why would
waste
you go to
another
New
2 or
York
3
Jets?
years and
building
waste
up a fucking team.
waste 30% of the rest of your career.
Yeah,
hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I would say 10 years is like a good.
To just have to do it all over again.
Yeah, that's 33% of the rest of his career that he would have to work with a fucking.
And I think maybe that's why he hasn't said shit about it either. He's like, I'm just gonna let people talk and let buzz circulate and have half the teams apparently have called the Texans about it.
I'm not surprised.
So it's like
I would say there are probably in the NFL there are probably 27, 28 teams that are probably made the call.
Sure, the Browns did even.
Why not? Why? Okay, the only teams that
Browns fans were pissed, saying
the only teams that wouldn't make the call: Green Bay, Tampa Bay. I would even say probably the Bills and the Chiefs. The four teams in the AFC Championship. New Orleans actually makes sense for him to go there. Their cap space is absolutely fucked, like it has been for years. So I'm not sure how they could fucking.
But you got New Orleans. You step into Breeze's shoes.
I wouldn't know if I would want to do that either, though, and especially because
exactly
I don't know. I personally wouldn't want to do that, but the Jets make no fucking sense to me. Why would he want to go from a bad program to a worse program, where there's even more dysfunction? Like, yes, they just hired Robert Saleh, who's a great fucking defensive coordinator. I think he's going to be a great coach. But that doesn't mean next year you guys are going to be great. That doesn't mean the year after that you guys are going to be great. It'll be at least 3 years before you are a Super Bowl contender. Why are you wasting that much fucking time being a Super Bowl contender? You've got no running backs, unproven wide receivers. Your defense isn't very good. What is it that would make you want to go there? It just doesn't make sense to me. And honestly, all their draft picks that would help them get to be a better fucking team.
Honestly, a Cinderella story.
He could be a Cinderella story on fucking Houston.
But my point
I want to talk about the fucking Bears.
My point is that's the only point to fucking go to the Jets is be like, I'm the fucking guy that did it. But no.
But he was the guy that did it with Houston.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if you're sick of Houston for not giving you the tools and the support and basically
anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't have everything to give, but they could have. They didn't. So just to go to an organization, it's not like he was
doing another one.
That's why I grabbed it. That's why I just took a trip to the liquor store, aka my mini fridge. Because this bear shit's gonna get kind of real.
I cannot wait to get into the Bears shit right now.
For the next hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Sorry, guys. This is gonna be a long video.
We'll try, but no problem.
Yeah, we'll fucking try to keep it short. But the thing is, we have so many thoughts on it. Do you really want us to keep it short? Because then you're not getting everything out of it that you could. So,
bear down
to Deshaun. To the Bears.
To Denver, Carolina, the Niners.
To fuck all of those
Dolphins
teams.
And Jets.
And this is why he should come to the fucking Bears. All right. Let's think about what Deshaun wants. He wants a playoff-ready team. He wants weapons. He wants an offensive-minded head coach. Let's think about what Houston wants. Draft picks, maybe a player involved, and to get him out of the AFC. To me, those are the top 5 things that they want. The Bears meet all of those things. Are they a ready-to-win team right now? Yes, they just went to the playoffs with well below average quarterbacks.
The most dysfunctional fucking everyththing.
Are there weapons? We can franchise tag Allen Robinson. So we'll have Allen Robinson, Cole Kmet, Darnell Mooney,
Montgomery.
Tariq Cohen will be back.
You said Cole Kmet?
Yeah, I said Cole Kmet. That's kind of it because the rest of our wide receiver core is very shoddy right now.
Our O-line has shown that they can play.
Showed that they can fucking play.
All they got to do is play.
because he saw that, and he saw that playing the Bears this year. I think that fucking helps. Also, okay, so that was number 2. Number 3, he said he wants a offensive-minded head coach.
Hello.
There you go, Nagy. This is your chance. And guess what? This is the guy that won Coach of the Year in 2018.
And he predicted it.
I also think Deshaun, yes. And that's the thing. He actually can say, he can look back and he can look in Deshaun's face and say, this is what I fucking said about you in the draft. Going to be a great quarterback for many years. This is what I said about you. I didn't want Trubisky. I said he was going to be a project. This is what I said about you in that scouting.
And like, all props to Trubisky, but like, this goes all in favor of us getting Deshaun because it's like, I knew Mahomes was it. I knew you were it. I got Trubisky. I want you.
Yeah.
I've got this.
I wanted you before. And this is the chance.
You're the missing puzzle piece that just fucking
because Deshaun
fits.
wanted to go to the Bears. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
And also there's that aspect. Can I go there and
be the first ever franchise quarterback too? You want to talk about a legacy?
And not show them that they were wrong, but also be like, imagine where we could have done this 3 years sooner.
Exactly. We could have done this 3-4 years before. But like, you don't think that out of all these teams, where can he leave the biggest legacy? Let's just talk about this.
And also
Denver, John Elway, Panthers, Cam Newton, 49ers, Joe Montana, Miami, Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Jets. Jets was fucking what's his name? Oh fuck, this is embarrassing.
The New York Jets. Fucking.
Oh my god, what the fuck was his name?
This is
embarrassing. It was a little bit before our time though, so give us like a little
only
bit of a
27.
break.
Give me a break.
Just New York Jets fucking best quarterback. Did you look up players? No. Oh my god. Just best quarterback. This guy sometimes.
I haven't eaten in
fucking
like
kills me.
3 hours and I'm taking
bullshit. You said you came home sick because you ate too fast.
It's been 3 hours.
I'm gonna think of it before you even get to it.
All I can think of is Ted.
I'm also a little bit fucking tipsy, so it makes it a little bit harder. And he was before my time.
Jesus Christ.
What is it? Who is it? Joe Namath. God. Oh, that's embarrassing. Joe Namath. That's embarrassing, guys. I apologize. Joe Namath. Bears. What do we have? Okay, let's go through that list really quickly again because we took a long break.
number 1.
Denver. John Elway. Panthers. Cam Newton. 49ers. Joe Montana. Miami. Dan Marino. Jets. Joe Namath. Bears.
I'm going to start with one thing, sweetness.
No, 85. But I'm talking about quarterbacks.
Oh.
I just named quarterbacks. Bears. Who? Nobody.
There's always McMahon, but it's like that
was
the best quarterback in the Super Bowl era that we have had.
But
that is the best quarterback.
And he wasn't that good.
That was the best quarterback we've had in the Super Bowl era.
And
after that, what do you say? Fucking Jay Cutler, most
and stat-wise, exactly.
Took us to a Super Bowl. And then we go through the list of just fucking shit of McCown and
any team needs, if you want to leave a legacy anywhere, come to fucking Chicago. There is a fucking legacy there.
I was gonna say I didn't know I knew you were saying quarterbacks, but it's like you want to go to a team that has the sweetness, the 85, the fucking fridge, fucking Dick Butkus.
There's definitely history. There's just no quarterback history.
Papa Bear.
But you know what worries the shit out of me?
Come here and save us and be the fucking quarterback. Be the dad we've never had.
But, okay, this is what worries me the most about the Bears getting him. We have the 20th overall pick. No guarantee you're going to get a good quarterback at the 20th pick.
No, we don't have
we don't have a quarterback to give them. So what do we actually do with that? How do we get them to make a trade if they don't have any guarantee in a good quarterback?
Who do you give up?
Fuller. What if they ask for Roquan? You have to do it.
For a quarterback.
You have to do it.
It would fucking hurt.
It would fuck our defense.
It would hurt because that's my
And I also
favorite
love
player.
Roquan. I love Roquan.
It was Fuller for years.
Yeah.
Roquan is.
Would you give up Jalen Johnson? You obviously have to.
Year,
for a quarterback, you have to.
After a year, yeah.
You would have to give up any Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to give up any player.
And,
but the question
Roquan
is,
would be the
hardest.
But
how do we solve their quarterback issue? How do we solve that? That's what makes no sense to me. How do we solve their quarterback situation? Well, we don't have any
good because we've already traded away picks too. So
no, we have good picks. We have our first rounds. We're done with the Khalil Mack trade. We have all of our picks now. So we could give them our next 4 first-round draft picks, our second-round draft pick this year. We could give them whatever fucking draft picks they want. But how does that help solve their quarterback issue? Because that's what I'm most afraid of.
Are you talking about our draft picks this year?
Yeah.
I'm talking about future.
Our future draft picks, we have them. The Khalil fucking...
Well, I mean, shit, that was what? 2?
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3.
Those are done. We're done with.
But we don't have a fucking number 3 or 8 or 7 or.
No, we have 20.
Yeah, but we don't have the. Here's your fucking immediate.
Exactly. So
Band-Aid.
how do the Bears solve that issue?
I don't think we can.
We can't. We're not going to give them Foles.
I don't think we can.
We're not going to give them Trubisky. So what is it? How do we have to?
I don't think we can.
Do we have to trade down to a team that has a lower draft pick that doesn't need a quarterback?
So make it a 3-team.
It wouldn't be a 3-team trade. We'd make a trade. Maybe it would be a 3-team trade. I've never seen.
I'm not saying it would be a 3-team, but I'm saying it would have to be a. Hey, we trade down. We'll do this.
But like that's the thing. I think if we told the Jets like this is what we'll give you, but or not the Jets. Sorry, the Texans. If we say, hey, we're gonna draft or we're gonna come down into the top 15. We're gonna trade down in the top 15, and that way you'll be guaranteed a top quarterback. Will you take this offer? And if they say yes, then we do whatever we can offering to another team that doesn't need a quarterback to move up 5 spaces, 6 spaces in the draft. So that because I think we might have to move down before we can make a trade with Houston. But I think if we get like, hey, let's sign this deal contingent on us getting into a top maybe even 12 draft picks so that you are guaranteed a good
Or maybe they trade away some assets and they just get other players from us. What if they ask for Roquan, Montgomery?
Well, you can't trade those players down into a top 10 draft pick. It's not going to happen. But New England, they're what, number 15 or something like that?
I feel like we're kind of in the position that fucking.
But New England loves
Carolina's
trading back. They love being like, we'll take fucking your second round and third round draft pick if you want to move up 5 spots. Sure. We don't have somebody that we need in that, and then we could just move up with trade with New England. That alone could probably do it. But we have everything that Deshaun wants.
I mean, I'm in agreement that the team is, but just
Houston. The only thing we can't give them is a young replacement quarterback.
We're like number 9 spot right now, except in preference-wise.
Well, preference comes down to a lot of it. And
he doesn't want to go to the 49ers, doesn't want to go to fucking Denver.
No, I think he might want to go to the 49ers.
Miami and the Jets. Well, the Jets. Or no. Jets, I don't know. Miami. It just, in my head, it just makes sense that he would want to come to Chicago and do what he could have done with a team that's ready, with an organization that has been very fucking edgy and sketchy, but Nagy's offensive-minded. He saw the fucking promise in him.
But my question is, Nagy wants a pocket passer. That's not Deshaun Watson. Don't you think Deshaun wants to run? But the thing is,
would you rather him play with the 49? Would you think he'd rather play with Shanahan or with Nagy?
Hold on.
That's where it would boil down to.
The offenses are completely different.
They are.
But let me ask you this: Would you rather go to an organization where you know your head coach is going to be there for the next 3-4 years because he's been a great head coach? Or would you like to go to an organization who your head coach could be gone the very next year? Because one of those is San Francisco, one of those is Chicago. And Chicago, not looking that great because Nagy could be gone next year. Pace could be gone next year. There's no stability there. But that could also be a selling point if you're the McCaskies. Be like, hey, Deshaun, if things don't go as well as we want them to.
Things don't pan out in your favor, tell us what.
No, and if they need to go, then you will be in the room for our GM hiring and our head coach hiring. You will have a say in all of that because that's a big reason he wanted to leave Houston. So if you can be like, hey, I think you will succeed greatly with Pace and Nagy, but if you don't, you get to fucking pick everybody next year. You get to pick the GM and head coach next year. Because Bieniemy has not been picked up yet this year. There's a good chance that Bieniemy could be hired next year as a head coach, and I know he wants him. That could be a selling point in and of itself. I think we tell Deshaun, whatever you fucking want to happen will fucking happen.
Pour it up.
Jesus, we are really going in on this one.
It's been like over a week, maybe two since
it's been a long time, and we apologize. We needed a little break. I needed the Packers to really fucking lose. I couldn't fucking just keep doing this shit, knowing that the Packers were in the fucking playoffs.
But they're not. And
everyone that says that fucking pass interference call at the end of the game was bullshit, you don't know fucking football, because if it wasn't pass interference, it was holding, and it's a automatic first down anyway, and nothing fucking changes. So you're a fucking idiot if you think that way.
It's a late flag. Well, how many fucking late flags were called?
I don't care if it's late or not. Also, why does it matter if it came in or not? We all saw the jersey getting pulled from a mile away.
They only showed the replay
like 30 times, and everyone can see the jersey being pulled. Why does it matter when the fucking flag came in? It was still a fucking holding penalty.
Call, 5 yards.
No, it was technically it was a pass interference call, but either way it was holding clearly 5-yard automatic first down. You sound like a fucking dumbass if that's the argument that you're gonna make. So everyone get over that shit. And also, if I wasn't against the Packers, I would have been like, you can't fucking bitch about that call because it was clearly holding. It's not the fact that I hate them. I don't like. It's just like, the first time I saw it happen, we were watching it together with our Packer friend, and I was like, "Oh shit, he jumped. He didn't actually touch him."
I was like, "Wow, he did a really good job of selling that." And I was like,
"Yeah," and I was like, "This is bullshit. That's not how I want the Buccaneers to win." And then I saw the replay of him fucking clearly holding the jersey.
You had to be looking at the right spot while it happened to see the white.
Okay, fine. And I was like, "Okay,"
and it's like, well, either way.
So I'm okay with the way that game ended. Also, they talked about it, how far away the back ref was from the play, and that's why the flag was so late. So just get over this bullshit.
Yeah, if he's in front of your face,
they literally talked about it on air. So just fucking get over it. Cheers. Bear down. Are we done?
No.
No? We're still talking?
Yeah.
All right. We're still talking. Stick around.
Hang on. Take a shot with us.
Woo!
Not much longer, but just finishing points.
Okay. So I have a question. You're in the Bears position right now. You're not even the Bears. You're in Pace's position. What do you offer?
I mean, besides years and money.
Money?
Yeah. I mean, besides the usual shit. You got to this many years, this much, whatever.
No. Oh, what do you offer the Texans?
Oh, I thought you were talking
already
about
under
Deshaun.
Contract. No, Deshaun's already under contract.
Well, I thought you were talking about you said.
What do you
conversation?
What do you offer the Texans? What is your first offer?
Fuck, dude.
All right, I'll start while you think.
We don't have
our next 4 first-round draft picks. 4.
Okay, I mean that's obvious, but as in right now, who do you get rid of?
I don't necessarily
'Cause
think you have to
yes,
get
you
rid of
do.
anybody.
Yes, you do. Every other team has something or someone.
No, yeah, Denver, Drew Lock, no thanks.
Okay.
Teddy Bridgewater, no fucking thanks.
McCaffrey, though. Garoppolo fits in. You can have
McCaffrey.
someone. Tua, Darnold. You have something.
Darnold, nobody fucking wants Darnold. Nobody fucking wants Lock.
But
Tua,
they've got the number
okay.
2 pick. They've got the number 2 pick.
Exactly. So why would you want the number 2 pick and Darnold? Because with that number 2 pick, I'm fucking picking fucking Justin Fields. Why do I fucking need?
You would pick.
Why do I need Sam Darnold?
Justin Fields over. Okay.
Over what? Who would you pick number 2?
I mean, no, I would because personally, I think Lawrence is a bust. He's going to be a bust.
No, you're a dumbass. We're not going to have that conversation.
I just want to be the one that says it.
You're wrong. I'm actually really good at calling busts.
I hope Sunshine is.
I called Sam Darnold as soon as he got drafted. I was like, that dude's going to be fucking garbage. Look where we are now. Hasn't done a fucking thing. But also, that's a reason not to go to the Jets because they will fuck your fucking career up.
Well,
Maybe Darnold's not as bad as he seems.
We also
Maybe
went
the
over
Jets did
that. The Jets is a fucking fabricated article by some dumb shit.
Yes, I agree. But what? So what do you offer them?
I mean, obviously,
I think maybe Kyle Fuller, 4 first-round draft picks and a second-round pick. Not from this year,
I
but
also
from
said
next
picks,
year.
but my point was, who do you give up?
Kyle Fuller. He's going to be a big cap hit next year.
He's the only person valuable enough. Jalen Johnson, they don't see it right now.
Well,
hold on. Exactly, they don't see it right now. But I would be much more hesitant to trade Johnson over Fuller after this season. Last year, obviously, different story, but I would have been like Fuller. That's
well, they
rough.
want Eddie Jackson.
This
you
year,
guys can have fucking Eddie Jackson if you want.
Fuck that guy. This year, Roquan is my untouchable, but also if we got to do it, we got to do it.
If they say we will accept it, if you add Roquan, if they say we will give you Deshaun if you just add Roquan, I say you fucking sign off
do
on
it.
it.
Do it before they change their minds.
Before they change their minds, if you fucking sign it. But yes, it would be fucking tragic because that's the heartstring. He was our best player. He's our best player on defense, hands down, right now.
I don't give a fuck what you guys have to say about Khalil. Roquan showed up week after week.
Yeah.
Had what? 3
100%.
slow weeks.
Okay, I have a question. So what if you do a Khalil and JJ Watt swap? Because Khalil's clearly better than JJ Watt at this point in time. JJ Watt has a lot more injuries. He's a little bit older than Khalil Mack.
So barely, because Khalil is not really produced this year as much as
he didn't produce this year, but he's still better than JJ Watt.
Obviously, yeah, he's a better asset.
So do you swap them with 4 first-round draft picks and a number 2, and like a second-round draft pick?
Do you think the Texans would do that?
There's no point in keeping JJ Watt at this point.
But they're losing Deshaun Watson. They need a quarterback, which is where we don't.
Again, yes, I totally agree. That's where we
don't have anything.
That's why we
offer.
Trade with fucking the Patriots to move up because they don't mind moving back in the fucking draft. And we could move up and be like, okay, now you have a top 15 draft pick. You can definitely get one of the top 5 quarterbacks to replace.
Pretty Deshaun. Redundant question, but do you think if we still had Trubisky for a year, they would accept that? Trubisky, Watson, and JJ Watt for Khalil and picks. Just have a quarterback that could play for a year and see what happens. It's a tough question. I literally just thought of that, and I was like, I don't know. If Deshaun's asking to leave,
hold on. I believe that Trubisky's better than Locke. I believe that Trubisky's better than Darnold. I think he's more. Teddy Bridgewater is so just fucking middle of the road, fucking consistently average people.
He's water under the bridge.
And that's the thing, like, also about Jimmy Garoppolo. Is he really? He's not fucking good.
He's just a facey dude.
He's just fucking average, facey guy.
Girls love him. They're like, oh, he's a great quarterback.
The best quarterback that they can get out of those teams is Tua.
Yeah.
And even he's a fucking long shot. I feel like you want the draft pick.
He's up in the air.
And I don't even know if Justin Fields is actually going to be that great in the NFL. Ohio State quarterbacks
You never
tend to
know.
fucking-
You just never know.
Exactly, you never know. So, okay.
Look at
I don't know. I don't have much more to say. I've made my case about every fucking team. I've made my case also.
You've made your case against every team.
Yeah, against every team. And I've given my case for the Bears, but also said what this like speculations I have that could be negative for the Bears.
Yeah.
Or detrimental towards the Bears. But really quickly before you finish, before I forget, donate to Deshaun Watson's charity. There's another podcast that I watch by the Windy City Sports.
Windy.
The Windy City Production?
You said Dwindy.
The Windy City something.
It's the Windy City Productions. The Windy City Sports is the
Yeah. So either way, they're doing $4 for Deshaun Watson, because obvious reasons. You can actually only do $5 donations to them, but we'll put the link down low, just in case you guys want to donate. Because hey, if Chicago donates a lot of money towards the charity, you never know. If not, it's still money going to a good cause. So we'll put that link down low. But yeah, before I forgot that, I just wanted to say it. So you finish up with your points. I got nothing else. I'm pretty buzzed at this point. We've taken 4 shots
football
now on the podcast.
Yeah, no, same. And I'm done. But if you haven't had Odell's new Solarize, though.
I'm sure you guys can get it everywhere.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's probably only in Colorado because I don't know.
Good luck. I'll send you some if you request it.
Looks like it's got some passion fruit or oranges on there or
It's
some
got
shit.
a turtle on it.
Oh, wow. I wonder if I got it.
See that real quick.
Yeah, that looks like shit.
No, it's a turtle.
No, you just can't fucking see it.
Doesn't matter. It's a turtle. And
It has some good German beer. Pretty sure you can get this shit anywhere. I don't know how to say any of it, so I'm not going to.
next few weeks are going to be interesting in the NFL, and all I can say is Bears organization, do what you got to fucking do.
Yes.
We need this. We
Pace,
need this.
you have fucked up so many times. This is a chance to right
Not
your
like
wrong.
you're listening just to us, but like whatever you got to fucking do.
Yes.
Get rid of. We need a quarter.
We need a fucking franchise quarterback. This is the fucking year to do it. You give everything that they ask for. Just get us a fucking quarterback.
I can't go to.
Also, I think our next video will be about top 5 quarterbacks we want the Bears to get. And we'll have our own lists.
And top 5 quarterbacks we've had too. Just to throw that in the fun of how.
Nope, absolutely not talking about the
Bears have
shitty
been
fucking.
so
I
good at
refuse to
quarterbacks.
talk about the top 5 shitty Bear quarterbacks.
McMahon, Grossman, Cutler, best quarterbacks we've had.
McMahon, Cutler.
Not in
Grossman.
order, but like
Okay.
it's just like.
Orton with his near has got to be up there just for fucking flashing.
And then Packers fans bitch about losing. It's like, dude, you've had quarterbacks for the last 25 years.
Yeah, you guys
Shut the
fucking
fuck
suck
up.
at losing.
Shut the fuck
like,
up.
or you guys suck at winning important games. That's Aaron Rodgers' fault. You know what? You guys fucking complain all you want. Rex Grossman has gone to as many Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers. Think about that.
Yeah.
Bear down, bitches.
Karen.
I love German beer, dude.